Hi guys, welcome to Journey and Grace podcast. I'm Jada.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Cassie. Well, I want to get us one more question, and I want you our guests, to describe your season of singleness in either one word and why, or describe it as an animal and why. Yeah.
Yeah. Say it one more time.
Describe your season of singleness in one word and why, or in an animal and why. So an example would be, I could kind of, and I ain't really thought this out, but I would describe my season of singleness as like a porcupine, because sometimes it looks soft and cuddly, but then it really gets hard. And you might mess up and do some things that hurt. Stick yourself.
My animal for my season of singleness would be a butterfly. Butterfly represents the symbolic, symbolism behind a butterfly is hope. So I got hope that it's going to work out in the end of the day.
Yes. I like it.
Thank you. It's the throat clearing. That's every time. Okay.
I'm still thinking. I don't either.
Jada, do you have one?
Animal?
It can be one word. It ain't gotta be an animal.
It gotta be an animal or a word. You can do either or. Go ahead.
Intentional.
Damn. Her favorite word.
I like that.
We the committee would like to reject your entry.
Oh,
do it over.
Okay, I'll do another one.
It was the 8-ball.
Not the 8-ball. I think in this season for me is growth. I feel like I've grown a lot in like learning myself, learning good things, learning things I need to work on, learning what I actually need, not want in a spouse or in a significant other. And it has really helped me grow into, or continue to grow into, the woman that I am. So I think growth would be one.
I got mine, finally. I would say healing would be the one for me. The reason why being physically, mentally, and spiritually, all three. Because I've just stepped back and realized there's a lot of toxicity in the world, you know what I'm saying? I've taken part in some. I'm not gonna, act like I'm innocent and stuff like that. God's working on me. God is working on me. Okay?
We all fall short.
But yeah, healing is a big thing that I'm working on in my singleness.
Thanks for not capping, Elliott.
Can't.
I'm misintentional.
Oh gosh, no.
I'm gonna go because my porcupine wasn't really me. I'm gonna say new because I have a new perspective. Singleness has brought to me a new perspective, a new way of handling problems, and really newness in God. As they say, the old man has gone away, and so I am putting back that old man and becoming a new person.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And I guess I'm last. I was trying to think of a word that wasn't like too harsh, and then I was trying to think of an animal. Couldn't really think anything, but the only word I can honestly come up with to speak my truth would be, right now it's selfishness. I'm selfish with my time. I'm selfish with my needs. I'm selfish with whatever I can give right now. It's not there to give. I really just want to really, most of the time people always look, I'm focusing on me. But I really am. I'm focused on everything that is going to take me to the next level. I don't feel like I have anything to offer anyone right now because it's not selfish. It's going to be transition because I am transitioning.
That's good. That's good.
I'm not going to use selfish. I'm going to use transition. I'm transitioning, so therefore I don't have the proper things to give anyone right now.
That's good. Jamila?
I think my word is going to be like a thing. So a jungle gym. A jungle gym. Because I feel like there were moments where, you know, when you're little, you get on the jungle gym and you look at stuff and it's too high. Or sometimes even you think about yourself like, oh, that's clearly not obtainable, or I don't have what it takes to get up and like do the monkey bars. Or like even when you're going down the slide, it may seem scary at first, like you approaching a new situation or realizing like, okay, I do need to work on this, but do I want to make that change? But then when you go down the slide, there's this sense of gratification. I feel like my single season has been like a jungle gym. And it's been like that for a while, but I'm finally seeing, you know, feeling stronger from doing the monkey bars and from going down that slide and having that experience, or going down the little twirly thing, or whatever. So I would describe it as a jungle gym in the best way. Not the McDonald's one, because they nasty.
It's not like feet.
Every time, everyone you with.
They always say.
I don't even know jungle gym about 25 years.
Adore jungle gym. Okay, that's it.
That's all right. Jada.
I thought I was not gonna go.
No, you gonna go.
Oh my gosh.
Don't cap either.
Yeah.
Don't cap.
Don't cap, cause yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think I am going to say joy. And I say that because I feel like in the past, I have had, up until the past, probably like a year, no, that's cap. About 6 months, I'll say that, past 6 months. I have had a really bad habit of like going from person to person to person to person. And I think that for the most part, I have allowed people that I am with to kind of like push me into situations that I don't really want to be in, if I'm honest.
Ooh, chap.
I have allowed men in my life to persuade me into dating when I don't really want to do that. And I think that in general, I've had a habit of like just doing things that I don't really want to do for the sake of just saying yeah. And I think that in general, I'm getting comfortable with the fact that I am young, that I still have so much life to live, and I just don't want to live my life for other people. I want to live my life for me, and I feel like in this season, the Lord is blessing me with the clarity and vision to make sure that I am doing my best to live for me and doing what I want to do and not what nobody else wants to do. No cap.
Child, you gotta have me crying, child.
That was good. That was real good.
I was gonna fact check you for real.
Me too.
I think we was all looking like.
That's why I changed my answer. Y'all ain't gotta come for me.
Shady.
Right. Come on now.
I'm just trying to expose the girl. Like I'm trying to not cat. I gotta chill. I gotta chill.
You love the cat. Do you raise your hand if Jada loves the cat?
I don't know Jada. I don't know Jada.
I don't know Jada.
What I know about Jada,
I know
not a Caposaurus Rex.
I know Jada.
Dang, not a Caposaurus Rex though.
My.
For the panel, did y'all not hear me change my answer twice? I said a year.
Respectful.
You said, "Nah, that's cap."
You
She
know.
told herself that was cap. That's what she checked herself. That's a blessing. Okay.
She did good. She did
The Holy
good.
Spirit is working. The Holy Spirit is working, you know?
Want to do it. Listen, I'm a work in progress, okay?
You are. This season is no capping for you, Jada, at all. Girl.
The season's no capping for these two young ladies. As you know, Cassie's always transparent, even though it hurts.
The conversation.
I have one thing to say, Jay. Just one thing. I wish I had your foresight and your knowledge at your age, because
Can you say that? No. Say that one more time for her, because I don't get that.
I feel like we've already all said this about Jada before. Like, she's pretty mature, because she hangs out with old people. Like, we're old as crap. Okay. But okay, we're not old as crap, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean.
I got you. Mature.
I understand what you're saying.
So I appreciate the fact that you have that type of mentality at your age, because I'm just thinking about how was it 22, 23, going to grad school, out, wanting to do everything, blah, 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 blah. Like,
I thought you were going to say something else. So
Me too.
That's what I was going to say.
Because I thought you were saying you should, the fact that you're around older people, gain that knowledge so we don't have to repeat our mistakes. But you didn't go that way. So I was like, yeah.
So this is what I come to terms of. I think it's a balance. Because I think that sometimes when, people that don't know on the call, Cassie and Nicole are my closest female friends that I have, period. And even to this day, they get on me a lot because I don't share a lot of stuff. Like, there's stuff that happened, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, that happened a month ago. And they're like, a month ago? But my point is that I think that it's the balance between, for me, finding out and figuring out what I want to do for myself, but also taking the advice that they have to offer. Because there are times with having older friends where it's like, I hear you, but just pump the brakes. I hear what you're saying, but if I got about my head this one time real hard for me to get this lesson, just let me do it.
Yeah.
Let you experience it for yourself so that you can learn the lesson. Understandable.
We experienced it already, or we may have not experienced, but we probably all have experienced something similar.
Sometimes you gotta touch the eye to know it's hot.
Okay, touch that hot.
It's true, but we got the marks to prove it. So if you can look at my mark,
look at that comment right there.
That's what you don't want to do.
No, and I think I feel Jada on the whole I think sometimes she's hesitant to share because how we're older and we're going to tell her what not to do, what to do. Because I was like that. Jonaa could tell you she's my line sister, and I will hold the secret to myself and be like, yeah, you did.
It'd be a year later. That's why I don't even ask no more. I just let her talk when she talk, and then it'll come out.
So
I'm gonna give Nicole her props though, because from when I met Nicole to now, I feel like we kind of switch. I feel like friendship wise, you become the more open, sharing a bunch of stuff, and I become the more I'm not saying that. So props to you. Bro.
I'm a work in progress.
I's proud.
But yeah, no, I definitely. I mean, I get it. I think it's just Jada's our little sister, so we're nah, because we had to pull up. We had to do those things, and we don't want you to have to do those things.
It's her face.
But I mean, we're not gonna be. That's neither here or there because we already had this conversation.
Singleness.
All right. Well,
any last words from our guests?
It's been great. I enjoyed
This was fun.
I enjoyed the dialogue.
I'm honored.
Any last words to any of the people that are hearing or and seeing this? Anything that y'all want them to know, to hear, to learn?
Ooh. Follow Made by Mahogany on Instagram, Made.by-Mahogany.
Shameless plug.
Jonaa, you better shout out your business as well.
Oh.
Follow.
Follow my business page at Not Your Average Artistry, and my website is www.notyourAVGart.com. That's me.
I put a name to a face. I know that.
Stream my album, Free Kurt, is on Apple Music. Free Free Kurt CURT. Free Kurt, Apple Music. Thank you.
Why are we free?
I'm gonna download that. What's your TikTok name so I can find you?
My TikTok name is Elliott Curtis 24. ELLIOTT.
So just so we're clear, people are gonna hear this, and you should be getting a profit from whoever adds to your TikTok account, because for me, Elliott. But anyway.
Elliott, sounds like you need to write up some contracts, but
shoot, come on. Hold on now. I don't know about all that now. You guys still working on me, okay? Working on me.
Nicole, Cassie, do y'all want to share anything? Last thoughts?
Oh, Malcolm, did you shout out your?
Oh, sorry. Wait.
no, I didn't.
Well, yours.
You can follow me on Instagram at Malcolm J Green. Same on TikTok at Malcolm J Green. I haven't gotten really into TikTok like that. I posted a couple videos on there, but it's growing on me. It's growing on me. So I'll follow you on there, Elliott. I'll check out your page, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nicole, Cassie, do y'all want to share any final words with our people? Any thoughts? Any tips?
Oh, this is like a slash funny. What is the worst tag that y'all got in being single? Like someone try to holler. What was the worst one or interesting one?
Like the pickup.
Yeah, the pickup. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's for the ladies.
Yeah.
Oh no, y'all probably have bad ones.
We don't get those. Well, I don't get those.
So
Or worst date. Worst date.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I'll give a tag. So for my mom's birthday, I posted her because I was pressed because I dressed her and everything, and I was excited. And this guy slid in my DM and was like, "Wow, your mom's beautiful. If that's the wine, I would love to see the grape." And I was just like,
that's a good one.
Hold on.
A good one.
Hold on. Is he saying the grape? He want to holler at your mama? Then is that what he's saying?
Mm-mm. I'm the grape. She the wine.
The grape
It
makes
should be
the
the
wine.
opposite. Yeah.
The grape makes the wine.
He was
Either
wrong. He was so wrong.
Either way, it's a no for me.
He messed up. Okay. All right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he had that all messed up.
Mm-mm. And maybe I switched it, but he mentioned wine and grapes, and
Okay.
no.
Okay. I got you.
That's the grape.
So that was a paraphrase, but no.
Still said it was a no. Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
Anyone else? Or guys, either the worst date or maybe the best tagline that y'all gave? I don't know.
The best tagline we gave. Oh no. Trying to expose people. Nah. I don't do the pickup line and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, not my cup of tea either, bro.
I ain't got no worst dates.
Nah. I mean, I ain't been on none.
Do y'all go through and just like all the pictures? Do people still do that? They like a whole bunch of pictures and wait for the girl to respond to something? Or what do y'all do these days?
That's thirsty.
I'll do 3,
Oh,
and then
Slide in the DM stuff. Yeah. Like
I don't just slide in.
Slide in the DM.
So I like the picture first, and if she like mine back, then I'll slide in the DM. If she don't like them back, I'm chilling.
so it has to be a 1-on-1 reciprocated type thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I look crazy if I like I like 3 pictures, and then I slide in your DMs, and she gonna be like, why is he doing all this? So, yeah.
So y'all could literally be playing like tag for like days.
Nah.
After 1 or 2, then you know,
It's
right?
a one-time thing. It's one-time.
Okay. Because I'm like, if you waiting on her to like your picture. Wow, this is why Lord have mercy, Jesus. This is probably exactly why I am where I am. In the jungle gym.
No, Jamila, somebody looking your pictures like, wait a minute. Oh, he's a nice guy, but keep going. It's just cool.
That's just a like cool.
It's just a like. Meanwhile, he's like, nah, I'm trying to holler, but she ain't.
That's why you like multiple. Oh my God.
So
Yo, it's funny with Gen Z and millennials. Like, we like, nah, we just.
We're not doing that. We direct. I feel it. I feel y'all. I feel
the response to stories though that get me every time.
it.
Like, those are the best response. My God, my God, my God. I've seen that a few times. My God. You don't say hello. It don't say nothing. My God.
That's the one.
That's it right there. Good God. Okay.
I'm trying to like even like think of. I'm trying to like. I'm not gonna cap.
I like that.
Two that I normally would say actually watch the podcast, so I can't even say that.
You're already saying it.
Right. And
Put it out there one time. What's up?
go ahead.
You done already put it out there.
They not my husband. I don't care.
Okay, that part. That part. Cassie.
I think the thing that gets me, this isn't a tag. I think the thing that gets me on Instagram is when the dude got a girlfriend that they post, like that we see regularly, and it's a consistent like every couple of months, a big egg or whatever. Like I know you got a girl. Like I see your girl. Shoot, I follow your girl. Why?
You live with your girl.
You live with her.
Y'all have a family.
Let's talk about it.
Why Malcolm like he want to exit the conversation?
Let's talking about it.
No, I'm just soaking it. I'm just listening. I ain't got nothing to add.
Those are the ones that really be like, but you just post. But I thought that you were just.
That's not exclusive to men either. Women do that too.
Ooh.
All right.
I don't know nothing about that.
Drop that gym one time. Drop that gym in there one time, cuz.
What you talking about?
We would never.
I ain't never.
Y'all might not, but hey, listen.
The Gen Zs don't care.
Like I said, it's a lot of
The Gen
toxicity.
Zs don't care. Oh my
whole
God.
husbands at the house, child. Whole husbands at the house.
I done heard some stories.
Hey, look, Jada, we're not getting into that right now.
I'm not gonna do that.
Go get it.
I'll leave it alone. All I got to
Is
say
it tea time?
Is it tea?
honestly, I really wish that we okay, I'll give y'all this. I do sometimes wish that we had a little bit of the consideration that y'all have when it comes to sliding in DMs, to trying people, because it's the recklessness for me. Like, just be doing stuff knowing that you gotta at the house. Like, come on now, sir.
I talked about that on a podcast, a previous podcast that I was on. We talked about, it wasn't a podcast, it was just an open Zoom call that we had. But we talked about that as far as like what y'all are exposed to versus what we were exposed to. Like, it's completely different. Like, y'all's like, the way they go about stuff, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. The thought process, like, she got a man? So what?
And
who cares?
That's how
like, my thing is, I never was a type, because I'm like, if she got a man, like, I ain't trying to be no side nigga or whatever, whatever it might be. Like, I want the whole cake. You know?
I want the.
I want to have to share the cake. I can't do. I ain't even. But nowadays, some of these females out there is different too. They different these days now.
Can we stop calling female? Can we stop with females?
Women.
Say women.
I said women. I said women when I said women.
I apologize.
Okay, here's a cookie.
I should have said some of the little girls out there though.
My high school kids say that all the time. These females, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, they.
You gotta get that woman role at a certain point though. You know, the decision making changes once you get that. You know, the woman title, correct? Am I wrong, or no? Are you still a little girl, or are you just a woman all the time?
You become a girl, a young woman. You know, a young.
Okay,
woman,
all right.
Woman, because
fair.
My kids talk about females, they never talking about it in a good way.
Negative content.
Yeah, you never.
Okay.
It's almost become derogatory.
Yes, and it's sad, but that's our reality.
But I do agree. I do agree though that, like, looking at it as like in middle school or high school, some of them are like girls that are then you say become young women, but you need to also represent that young woman like tendencies, you know. But that also is what you're exposed to and what you allow.
Oh boy.
Y'all Gen Zs, y'all just open wide whole while.
It's out there.
Elliott and Jada, don't let them just come for y'all.
It's true. I can't.
It's the generation after y'all.
It's true.
Honestly, it is. It's
after y'all.
Because to Malcolm's point, matter of fact, I take that back. The best tag I've ever heard in my life, I had a man at the time, and this guy slid in my DMs and said what he said, and I said, I got a boyfriend. And he says, boyfriends are speed bumps, not
Hey.
Stop signs.
And I had never heard it before, so I was like,
that's toxic. Hey,
That's very toxic.
I had to think about that for a second.
I was like, oh.
Boyfriends are sweet. Oh my god.
All right.
That is interesting.
Yeah, no.
Terrible.
Yeah, no.
That's not okay. That's worse than the you can't have friends.
No, that you can't have friends is a trip.
Girl. No.
Hey, now that I used it one time, a long time ago. No cap.
Did it work? Did it land? Did it work?
It landed. That was the bad part. That's the bad part. It landed.
Hold on. What
I
you
just
mean?
respond with not friends like you.
Malcolm.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I get it. Okay, never mind. Okay, I was lost for a second, but I got it now.
Oh, that is. Yeah, I mean, I get that it's on both ends, but then, I mean, Gen Zs, y'all are, some interesting characters, but there's some of that sprinkling in our millennial group as well. So just take note of that.
It's them younger ones. Them cusps.
Honey, you be seeing them in them 35, them 33s. Don't let the age fool you. It's the older ones who just is them dirty 30s. They be just as bad.
Dirty.
They don't call it dirty 30 for nothing. I'm saying. They be out here. These old men be out here, okay?
They trying to see if they still got it.
And I be like,
They trying to see if they still got it.
Love a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
Love one.
Bad as a 20-something-year-old. Just to say.
No, thank you.
Well, I'll take a 30-something. I will definitely take a 30-something.
I mean, I'm in my 30s. I'm 30. Don't be doing
right. We gonna take a 30-something.
I'm gonna take a 30-something. I just need to be mature. Love God, We're not gonna run off the list, but amen.
I mean, 30s, I guess I won't go higher than 30s though.
What? I ain't got no.
Do you have an age limit?
I ain't got no age.
Sounds like 40.
You have an age limit.
40, is that what it is?
Yeah.
30, 39, I mean, 39.
Maybe like 39 and you look like you 30. If you look like you 39, if you look like you older than 39, then it's a no for me, dog.
I think I can do it. I can, just as long as you got to be younger than my daddy by like.
It's that part. As long as you're younger than my dad.
My daddy like 64, so I got a little ways.
Here you come, honey.
Probably like
if you 63, you straight. You 63. Now 64. That's why I draw the line.
My daddy's 64.
Oh, that's it.
Sugar baby.
Oh.
So what you're saying is it's giving me well established. It's giving me properties. It's giving me 7.
I know that's right.
And it still can give me not bad.
It's giving me sugar dad.
That's what it's giving me.
It's giving me.
It's giving me allowances. Like
giving me stay at home. It's giving me quit my job. It's giving me. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Right now.
It will.
Right.
Okay. It will.
No, like 40 is,
Oh, 40 is.
I actually see that for you.
Well, you have to understand that I work in a financial institution, and like a lot of my colleagues are extremely older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And so the people that I network with on a day-to-day basis are people who are older than me. And when I worked in my field, I would always get hit on by people who were at least late 30s. and I would literally be like, I am a small child. And so like I had to realize that like I had to really develop my thinking on like, if this person has like all the qualities that I would want, why am I shying them away because of their age? You know?
So you would date somebody in their 50s and 60s?
No, I never said that.
You said younger than your daddy.
That's what she said.
I said a significant span. Did y'all see the hands? It won't even in the scope.
You did do this.
I did the hands.
You did do this.
It won't even in the shot. The hands.
I need to clarify because I wasn't sure. Real quick before we
black
close
don't
out.
crack, okay? You know what I'm saying? You never know.
That part.
And don't.
Jada, really quickly, before we close out in prayer, Jada and Elliott, I'm curious about you guys. What's the oldest y'all would date?
I was gonna ask you that question, Elliott, too. Go ahead. I want to hear your perspective on that.
Wait, what?
For me, it would have to be 33.
Why Jesus age?
Right.
That's not why.
It's for him. Nah. Let me not do that. Nah, 33 for real. That's the highest time.
10 years older, okay. What do you think that you could to bring to the table to a 33-year-old?
Right.
Been there, done that.
Right.
Been there.
Get back! I'm talking to Elliott.
Hold up. Elliott, you been there, done that?
Who said that?
That's what
Jada said that.
Somebody said it.
Not 33. She was 29. It wasn't. Never mind. We're not getting into that right now. We're here.
We're here.
He's been ringing the bell for tea time, and I'm ready.
Woo.
Yeah, she was 29, but it wasn't. We weren't dating. It was just
Good
what it
time.
was.
Sugar baby. Still you.
I mean, you know. Hey.
How old were you?
How
How old were you at the time? I feel like
21, 22. One of those.
I guess
She nasty.
Or she's smart.
Yeah.
Or she's smart. Or she's smart.
You might have had a couple of them. You never know.
Oh, okay. A little plaything.
Plaything.
I don't know.
No, Elliott, Cassie put up a point. What do you feel like you brought to the table, you would bring to the table for a 33-year-old?
I mean, no, he answered that question very, very clearly.
I'm about to
Okay, I'm sorry.
say, come on now.
Oh no!
Very clear what he brought to the table.
No.
I thought you meant in the future. Now, you meant in this situation?
No, that was then. I'm talking about in the future. Oh my!
Too late, Elliott.
It's too late for me. I can't come back.
This gonna be edited, right?
It has to be.
Not if I'm editing it, ain't.
Oh, Lord.
Mama, I'm sorry.
Elliott, in the future, what do you feel like you can bring to a 29-year-old?
Stability.
Or 33-year-old.
Stability. What'd you say? 39.
33-year-old. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Stability, financial stability, maturity.
Give you word. I'm just kidding.
Stop it.
Try Alice. Don't worry about it.
What else? Let it marinate. Let me just let that marinate.
Anybody else? I'm sorry. That was a good question though. Like we're gonna have to edit the good question.
Go ahead.
For Elliott, I would say you didn't say maturity.
I did say
You did. That was the first one.
Thank you, though.
Got you.
Yay!
I want to know with everybody else. I'm sorry. This is just a question that just kind of piggyback off him. We really gonna try to wrap this up. We really like our people at a cookout. Like I'm gonna go, but we still here. But in your in your season of singleness, what is one thing that you feel like you can now bring to the table that you couldn't bring before?
That's a good one. That everyone should answer this. That means Jada and Cassie as well.
That means Nicole, Nikki too.
Talk.
Nicole, come on.
Nikki.
Go ahead. Come on, Nick.
Oh, she first.
I didn't say I could go, but I didn't say go first. But okay.
Does she want to call people?
Oh, I have one. Great communication.
That's good.
Great communication. I feel like with previous situations, or even previous situations, I don't think I communicated what I felt or how I really truly felt. I didn't know how to share it, or I was unable to share correctly. But because of situations I've experienced, like with my friends, this podcast, I'm able to navigate how to communicate my feelings and communicate how I truly feel.
That's good. Anyone else?
So, I think I can, at this moment, I can share, like, it's actually two. I'm ready to share the peace that I have now. I'm ready to, if I were to meet my person, I could share my peace, and I could also share my enthusiasm for life, because I feel like I've never loved life more than I do now. Gracias.
Jada.
Okay, Miss Beverly, Miss Teacher. What we about doing is calling on people to do But since it's my turn, obviously. I would say emotional maturity / emotional intelligence. For those of you who don't know, I am a Cancer, and I tend to be very emotional. I'm my heart on my sleeve. And through friendships, through those tough conversations, through, as Nicole was saying, communication, I'm working on that. I think, in general, I have learned to be aware of what I feel, not in a way of I'm trying to change myself or change how I navigate the world, but just being aware of how I navigate it, so that way I'm not projecting that onto other people around me. Being aware of, okay, I feel hurt or I feel whatever I feel, but is that actually what's transpiring here? Was the person intentionally trying to hurt me? Is my best interest at heart when they said or did what they did? That kind of thing. I think it's really important, because if you're super quick to getting your feelings without thinking about beforehand what somebody meant when they said what they said, or did what they did, it can be a constant argument. It can be a constant battle. And I think for me, just learning that everybody is not out to get you. People do have your interest at heart, and when they do, try to hear what they say and not how they say it, and look at the person's heart before you just assume.
I really like that.
That was good.
Really good, Jada.
That's no cap, because I believe,
Wow. I have to agree with Jada on the emotional maturity side, and because in the past, in relationships and stuff like that, the emotional matureness was not there for sure. Jada can attest to that. She's been there. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, I've definitely matured a lot since my last relationship or last situationship, you want to call it or whatever. Don't do it, Jada. But because when you think you know a person and you find out they're lying to you and stuff like that, it's really hard to like trust people in the future. And you just have to you gotta get over it. Simple as that. You really just gotta get over it and grow up. Basically, just grow up.
I can go. I would say what I would bring to the table now is a better understanding of intimacy. I think that because I have did this span of singleness, I had to learn how to be intimate and how to build a relationship with God that entailed us developing a relationship of intimacy. And when you think of God, like, you can't physically touch God, you can't express him in some of the love languages that we have, and understanding how to have that intimacy with God gives me a better understanding of how I need to have intimacy with my husband, especially going into dating someone and I'm going to be celibate. Like, I can't be touching only when we get hot and heavy and something happens. So better understanding of intimacy and a better focus of perspective. I think a lot of times we can be so gung-ho on getting our point across that we don't think about the perspective of the other person. And that kind of goes into what my other co-host said about just that communication, understanding someone else's perspective, and just making sure that we're getting to a common ground.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Focus on like getting to a common ground. And not you being right or them being right, but like, I don't care who's right no more, but how are we going to like find something to compromise on?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Having like a collaborative spirit, I think, is another thing that I want to bring. I feel like I can bring to a relationship more because, like you said, it's all about finding common ground. So if you go into it with a collaborative spirit, you know, okay, we're arguing about this or whatever, but let's get to a point we know, like, okay, what's the end all be all in all of this? Like, what are we trying to achieve in all of this? You look for that. Emotional intelligence, Jada, I don't know. You said that whole piece. I don't know if you knew, but that right there, it's true. I'm a Taurus, so I'm stubborn. I do not deal with bull, literally. And I like tend to be very stubborn, very much so, like kind of more like in control. I like things to be a certain way. And it took the previous person I was dating for me to realize that. And so I feel like I'm going into, or when I finally leave the single sorority, then I will be able I feel like I can bring more fun to a relationship, be more relaxed and loose, because I am very, very much so like type A in situations, and I didn't realize it. So knowing that about myself, like knowing when to pull that out and knowing when to put it back in my pocket, that's what I feel like I can bring now. So yeah.
Malcolm?
I'm last, right? Okay. I've been sitting here listening to everybody's answers, and I'm like trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to put mine into place. But I think since I've grown in like my faith, I think my foundation going into a relationship is going to be better. And because my last relationship, you know, I think I wanted that more than what my partner wanted it. So like it was almost me compromising to kind of try and meet in the middle, which that can't be a thing. So like I think if my foundation is where it needs to be, I think the partner that's going to be in my life, wherever God sends me, it's going to line up. It will be equally yoked, if you know that's the proper way to put it. But I think just having my foundation in order going into my next relationship is just going to make it work out the way it's supposed to. So that's what I have to say on that.
Good. Well, I think we done talked our ears off enough. You know, this was some really good dialogue, though. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys taking some time out of your schedule. We know that you guys are hard-working entrepreneurs, and you know, you guys just have a lot on your plate. But you guys took the time out to join us on Journey of Great to change some lives, and we appreciate that for y'all.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you guys for not capping and being, we really appreciate that. And you know, you guys might be on our podcast, you know, maybe another season, because we out here, you know, this is gonna be seasons on seasons on seasons on seasons.
Period.
Do I get like a trophy for winning Never Have I Ever? Do I get anything for that?
We will send you a Journey of Grace prize. We don't know what it is.
Wait, do you guys have merch? Like, I want some.
Right. Hey, yo,
right.
What's up? When is merch? Okay.
Coming soon.
Hey, I like that.
We're still working on the great, so Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he's still working.
He is. All right, so let's close out in prayer, guys. Thanks again for joining us. So, Lord, you have heard each of our journeys in singleness. You have really showed up and showed out in teaching us what we need to grow in, what we are growing in. You're exposing the amazing things in us and what we are still asking for help in, Father God. But we just want to ask you to continue to guide us in this singleness journey, Father God. And even the people that are listening or watching, Father, whether they're just starting this journey or still in it and they've been in it for a while, continue to give them the strength and the wisdom and how to navigate that, Lord. And as they're asking you what they need to be doing for themselves, allow them to get preparation for their future spouse, Father God, and give them wisdom in navigating who that person should be and remove those people that are not supposed to be in their lives at that moment, Father. Now, we ask you, God, to touch every person on this podcast that has joined us and really just bless their lives inside and out, whether that is personally, emotionally, spiritually, and even in their endeavors and their businesses, Father God. God, we just thank you again for what you're doing in our singleness and what you're going to do, Father God. And we continue to trust in your word and trust in you. And we just love you. Amen.
Amen.
Man.
That's a wrap.
Thank y'all.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
So nice.